Senator Bill Cassidy brings movers and shakers in the oil and gas industry together today for an energy security summit.
As Sabrina Wilson reports, the energy sector remains a big part of Louisiana's economy.
The oil and gas industry supports tens of thousands of direct jobs in Louisiana and thousands of related jobs. At a New Orleans hotel, Louisiana senior U.S. Senator Bill Cassidy got together with leaders in the energy industry.
I'm here to listen.
Okay.
There's a lot of folks here who are focusing on how do we use energy for economic development, for families to do better by lowering their cost, but also for international security.
I think that Louisiana has tremendous potential to continue to build and support U.S. economic and energy security.
We're the low-cost producer, for example, in natural gas in the world. We have a great history of getting these LNG export terminals online. The problem is we don't control the vessels, we don't control the funding, and we really have issues with the logistics.
The U.S. Energy Information Administration says Louisiana accounts for about 9% of U.S. total marketed natural gas production and holds 5% of the nation's natural gas reserves.
The more that Europe is buying natural gas from offshore Louisiana or northwest Louisiana, the less they would be buying from Russia.
The federal infrastructure law Cassidy helped to craft provides billions for hardening the grid.
Why is that important? Because we know that after big storms, it's a disruption to people's lives, disruption to businesses' ability to continue to employ if the grid goes down. But also, hardening the grid also helps strengthen our grid as we begin to build these big data centers like is being built in Richland, Louisiana.
Jay Timmons is the National Association of Manufacturers CEO.
We've got about 147,000, I believe, jobs in manufacturing in Louisiana, but we have a whole lot more that can be filled, and those opportunities are quite abundant.
And it's not just about traditional oil and gas. Some say there's definitely a place for offshore clean energy efforts.
One of the things that we've talked about in the past is using offshore wind to substitute for some of the natural gas that we burn offshore.
The Biden administration obviously was promoting a lot of renewables. The Trump administration allowed those to continue but gave an off-ramp for how much the federal taxpayer is on the hook to support. Now, I like renewables. I'm an all-of-the-above type person, but you also got to protect the taxpayer.
And Jay Timmons says manufacturers actually make energy and use energy. He said about a third of the nation's energy output. Meg.